He tells us to make our bodies holy and acceptable. He tells us to make them holy, perfect, or without blemish, and acceptable or well-pleasing to God. And he calls this reasonable. He calls it reasonable. He calls it reasonable. Stick that word in your back pocket. We go back there. Amen. Amen. His justification for this is God's mercy, or all that God has done for us. Which leads me to my first point. Consider God's powerful mercy. Consider God's powerful mercy. There are many definitions of mercy, which include lenient or compassionate treatment, a blessing that is an act of divine favor or compassion, or a fortunate circumstance. But what I really love about mercy is mercy implies compassion that forbears punishment even when justice demands it. Somebody missed it, so I'm going to say it one more time. Mercy implies compassion that forbears punishment even when justice demands it. A synonym for mercy is grace, which means unmerited divine assistance given to humans for their regeneration, spiritual renewal or revival, and their sanctification. So my brothers and sisters, what that's telling us is God gave us his mercy for us to be renewed. But now, my brothers and sisters, it's time to pull that word reasonable out of our back pockets. And when you look at the meaning of the word reasonable in this text, it means service or worship made in our mind, stressing the inner motives and desires of our sacrifice more than the outward deeds. Meaning, my brothers and sisters, when you come to the realization of the purpose of God's mercy, Jesus' sacrifice should do something on the inside of you. It should stir something up on the inside of you. It should make you feel some type of way. Why else would God send his son? Why else would he allow Jesus to be lied on and talked about and persecuted? Why else would he let Peter deny him and Judas betray him and Pilate sentence him to death? If you read Matthew 27 and if you read Mark 15, it tells us of how the Roman soldiers whipped, beat, and mocked him. They put a crown of thorns on his head. They spit on him. They struck him. They dragged him up Golgotha Hill. They put nails in his hands and spikes in his feet, and he died the death that we should have died. And he did not die this death just for us to make songs about. He didn't even just die to death just for us to have communion. He did not die this death for us to wear chains with crosses on our necks. But my brothers and sisters, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, he died for us so we could live for him. And after we have considered God's mercy, we must ponder our present state, my brothers and sisters. We must consider where we are and why we are there. We must consider, number two, we must consider our present mindset. We must think about the way we think. Every decision we have made, good or bad, right or wrong, has been because of the way we thought. But not only have we had to make those decisions, but we have had to face the consequences of those decisions. Young people, I know y'all can relate to me. Have you ever did bad on a test? I remember a time when I didn't study like I should have for a chemistry test. We reviewed with the teacher in class, but in the end, she gave us the answer. But what this did was it played a mind trick on me. It made me think that because she gave us the answer, I was solving the problem. But what was really happening was I could grasp the concepts, but I could not apply it. Don't this sound like many of us in the church today? We grasp the concept of holiness. We grasp the concept of sanctification. We grasp